I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to create knick-knack on her big neck. My niggas selling crib.
So, every single year, we get a report of the top 100 players in the NBA. We get a report of the top 30, top whatever. Listen, we've seen some tragic things. We've seen some horrific things. We've seen some downright outlandish takes on these top 100 lists. And we all know it's for clicks. We all know it's for likes. We all know it's for media attention. Today, I decided to put those top 100 lists to test. I decided to see if we were going by stats and stats alone, who would be the top 100 players in the NBA right now. Now, first things first, for these top 100 lists, literally, every single year, you have one rookie that is just way too high. Wemby, I'm looking at you. Listen, I agree though. I agree right now that bro is pretty high. But at the time, it's a little sad. It's a little disrespectful. You know, like I remember Zion was like top 10 one time. Okay, it wasn't top 10. I'm a little bit exaggerating, but you get the gist. Now, midway into the season, I do think that it's fair to include the rookies. It's fair to include the new players. It's fair to include the trades, everything. So now this is the midway check-in into the top 100 list using a little equation that I devised. Yes, sir. I just masterminded something. They call me Mega Mind for a reason. I'm out here behind the scenes like Thanos.
Reality distorts itself, but either way, I am inevitable.
You know, like I'm just doing things like that. So I do want y'all, for one, to like, because this video took some time. Comment, because this video took some time, and subscribe, because this video did take some time. Now, all of the stats in this vid, all the stats, all the points, everything that you're going to see is updated up to Sunday. So yes, it is updated up to Sunday. I don't think these rankings will move that sporadically in 2 days, but you know, just you know, don't go crazy if you see it in like a year and then wonder why the list was so outlandish. Because if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets hurt, God forbid, or Luka Doncic turns black for real this time, you know, like it might be a different story. So I do hope that y'all appreciate the vid. Hope you like the vid. You know,
Shai deciding what he wants to do. Spinning on Randall, got inside, and then he scoops it up and in off the glass. What a move.
Julius Randle just making it do what it do, baby. Dancing with the basketball. No help coming over. I mean, look at that spin. 68% shooting.
13 for 19, and it's still just an 8-point.
Blocks, turnovers, free throws, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, and then games played, as well as the advanced stats. So we got PER, true shooting percentage, total rebound percentage, assist percentage, steal percentage, block percentage, turnover percentage, and win shares, as well as block plus minus. Now, if you've never heard of assist, steal, rebound, block percentages, that's just the percent of rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, turnovers that this player represents when they are touching the ball or involved in the play in some sort of way. So, for example, if you have a higher assist percentage, like Tyrese Haliburton has like a 50% assist percentage, right? You're doing something right. But if you have a 50% turnover percentage, you are doing something wrong, Julius Randle. You are doing something wrong. I'm sorry, Julius. I didn't mean to throw a shot at you. You probably will never see this in your life, but still, you know. And then for win shares as well, it's about how many wins the player is accountable for throughout the season. I don't know how they calculate it, but they do. You know, God bless, because this is a crazy stat to have. I'm not gonna lie. And box plus minus, pretty self-explanatory. Yes, I compiled the averages, the league averages for each of these stats, and then I compared each individual player's stats to the league averages, and the ratio of that, or you know, the differences between it. Just know that I added the differences between them, and then it made a system where a player had a certain amount of points based on how they compared to the league average. So I know that was a lot to say. I know it was a lot to hear. Just know that this got done, okay? That's all you need to know. You don't need to learn about math. I don't care if you go to school. Okay, go to school, get your education, all that good stuff. Don't drop out. Don't become a bot. But still, you know, just know that it's a pretty good list. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, because I do not want my computer to explode, because if you do not know, my editing computer died, and that's why I had to take a 1 month break. I was trying to I was grieving, bro. I was grieving. It was sad times, tragic. But we're back now. We're back now. So I am not about to compile 100 different highlights of all of these players and put it into the video. That is not what I am about to do. But I will show y'all some sexy images of each player until we get to the top 15, top 10. Then we'll start showing a little bit of the highlights so that my computer can handle it. But yeah, I do appreciate y'all once again. And without further ado, let's just start this list. So at number 100, we have Chris Paul. This is expected. This is actually expected because why? For one, the Warriors. Why bring Chris Paul and trade Jordan Poole? Because Draymond Green gets a little violent sometimes. Okay, Draymond has a punching king. That's okay, but Steve Kerr needs to be evaluated. What is he doing with Jonathan Kuminga? What is he doing with Moses Moody? What is he doing with them? He's just not doing anything with them except letting Draymond beat on them. Next, we have Emmanuel Quickley. Yes, Emmanuel Quickley, we all know, constantly getting better. I think 99 is a little bit low, but to be fair, Knicks wasn't too great of a stretch for him this year. It wasn't as great as the seasons past, at least statistically. So that's okay, but we'll see how it is with the Raptors. I believe he's with now. So 98, Day'Ron Sharpe. Day'Ron Sharpe's been having a pretty efficient year. A good amount of rebounds, a high shooting percentage. He has the same PER as Chet Holmgren. The same PER as Chet Holmgren. Number 97, we got Mitchell Robinson. No surprise, he's always going to sneak his way into here. 96, DeAnthony Melton. Now, DeAnthony Melton, really, I'm from Jersey, don't stop me. But he always provides a spark. No matter what, even if he's shooting poorly, even if he's struggling on the field, he always is giving good defense, good heart, good effort, good drive. And he'll have next where he explodes. So I think that this is a really good spot for him. I agree. Now, 95, statistically, Keegan Murray. Now, this is one of the things where I think that context does matter. I think Keegan Murray's been playing a little bit better this year. I think he's going to go on a steady trajectory, become a 20-point scorer. 94, Mr. Eason himself on the Rockets. Now, Eason has a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential to be a great 3-and-D threat. 93, I actually played against bro. I played against bro in high school. I had to guard him in high school. I'm going to show you a clip of me guarding him in high school, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, Derek Lively, the second specifically. But you see, he has a great spark for this is the Mavs were missing. I don't know why they stuck with Dwight Powell so long. I don't know what they were doing with Kristaps Porzingis. But Derek Lively the second, yes, he works well with Luka's playstyle. He works well with Kyrie's playstyle. He's always gonna get you rebounds, gonna get you blocks. 92, Andre Drummond, not much to say there. Andre Drummond, he actually has a greater rebound percentage than Domantas Sabonis. Then at 91, we got D'Angelo Russell. Not much to say there either. Not even make the playoffs, so yeah. Colin Sexton at number 90, though. Colin Sexton, a dog. But yes, Colin Sexton does his thing. I remember there was years really on the Cavs. He was averaging 20+ points a game, So it shows he's very, what's the word? Permeable, I believe that's the word. Now, Naz Reid at 89. Yes, the one and only Naz Reid, the New Jersey legend himself. 88, we got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then at 87, Onyeka Okongwu. Next, at 86, we got Mark Williams. Then at 85, Kobe White. He's been having a great stretch of games as well. He could be ranked higher on this list, especially if the Bulls are winning games. 84, Kelly Olynyk. Not much to say there either. Kelly Olynyk has really just been a great role player consistently. And once again, he's on the Jazz. 83, we got Jabari Smith Jr. Number 82, we got Malik Monk. Once again, not much that needs to be said here. Malik Monk, great 6-man, great player. Isaiah Jackson, 81. Herbert Jones, number 80. At 79, we got Jalen Johnson, who has been having a great season for the Hawks. Now, obviously, they're not winning consistently, but he has a higher true shooting percentage than Embiid. Yes, than Embiid. Number 78, we got the pure shooter, Ja Morant. For one, bro was suspended first. Bro was suspended for 5,000 games, and then he came back and tears his labrum, I believe, and has to get season-ending surgery. That is absurd, But otherwise, Ja would definitely be top 30 by the end of the year, definitely. Number 77, Kevin Love. Now, this is also big because Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler have not been playing much. They've been sitting out a lot of these games, right? Kevin Love has been stepping up. Kevin Love always does his thing. We have Drew Holiday at 76. Obviously, this would be higher if Drew Holiday was still, you know, pretty much the main guy. Well, not the main guy, but the main guard on this team. But now he's competing with Derek White, and Derek White's been having a great season. We got Alex Caruso at number 75. Yes, the former Austin Reeves. And 74, we got Michael, never swing the rock, Michael Porter Jr. That didn't even make sense, but it is what it is. On number 73, we got Dante DiVincenzo, who is shooting 43.4% from the three. Ridiculous. Number 72, we got Aaron Gordon. Obviously, Aaron Gordon will be on this list. He does all the right things, all the little things. Great spark for the Nuggets. 71, we got Tyus Jones. And guess who's not on this list? Jordan Poole. I know, right? 42% from three for the Wizards. He's doing everything he needs to do for the Wizards, you know. But Kuzma and Jordan Poole right now, they're still, yeah. Number 70, DeJounte Murray, amongst all these trade rumors, you know. Number 69, which is a surprise to me, and I love the number 69, it's Paolo Banchero. Yes. And the reason why he's this low is because of his poor shooting this season and his turnovers. But he has definitely shown that second year. If he can maintain nights like when he had that 40-point game, he's going to be a problem. Now, 68, we got LaMelo Ball, and obviously his injuries and his efficiency. Bro is not an efficient shooter. He can turn over the ball a good chunk of times, and that's being modest. Bro averages 4 turnovers a game, and obviously his body just gives up on him. Between the ankle injuries and knee injuries, the Ball brothers, the balls are dysfunctional. That's all I'm gonna say. Number 67, we got Nikola Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic is very overlooked, very underrated. Number 66, Jimmy Butler. And the reason why Jimmy Butler is 66 is because he's sitting out games. I don't know if y'all saw, but Jimmy recently said,
I'd sit out games to win a championship.
I respect that, but bro, you gotta play a little bit more. I'm sorry, you do have to play a little bit more. As long as it brings playoff Jimmy, I'm not mad. Just I feel bad for all the innocent Heat fans out there. Number 65, we got my boy Jakob Poeltl. He was shooting 68% from the field. Then 64, we got Al Horford, who is shooting 40% from the three again this year. Now 63, ranked over his partner in crime, Franz Wagner. Now the one thing about Franz is that he's having a shooting slump of the century. Like when you think of Franz Wagner, you think of his 3-point shooting, right? You think of his jump shot. His jump shot is beautiful. He's shooting 28% from three this year. And you're going to see another name that's going to shock you in a little bit. Next up, we got number 62, Brandon Ingram. Yes, sir. Brandon Ingram a little bit slow, or a little bit low. My bad, bro. You're not slow. Pelicans are winning games. You can't be mad at it. Brandon Ingram's having a good year as well. Now, next up on the list, we got number 61, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is really this low just because he's played 21 games. Number 60, we got Julius Randle. Julius Randle, bro, the most confusing player of all time. I don't know, because he's so confusing because he'll play great for a 5-game stretch. He'll be like an MVP caliber player and then just shoot abysmal for the next 5 games. Like this year, he's shooting terribly. But yes, he's averaging 24 a game, which is good, right? He's averaging 9 rebounds. He's averaging 5 assists. But then he has 3.4 turnovers to go with those assists, right? Not great. And then he's shooting 47.3% from the field and 29% from three. Number 59, we got Jusuf Nurkic, who caught an unnecessary stray from Shaq. Jusuf Nurkic is very underrated, very underappreciated. Double-double machine, great defense. Tobias Harris, he is stepping up for real because Joel has been absent. Joel has not played half of these games, right? But literally, I was at the game the other day. Tobias had 37. You know, Tobias was balling. Now, Terry Rozier at 57. He is averaging 24 points a game, but it's not really contributing to many wins. You know, number 56. This is gonna surprise some of y'all. This isn't gonna surprise others. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown. Yes. Now, Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, is having a Jaylen Brown season. It's a pretty good season. But the thing is, he is struggling from the field and with turnovers. 56, Jaylen Brown. I do think he's a little bit higher realistically, but efficiency-wise, it makes sense. Now, number 55 is going to make a lot of y'all happy. J-Dub Williams. He's shooting spectacular. Bro is shooting from Arkansas like it's nothing. 44% from the three this year. 44% from the three for Jalen Williams. If you have Shea, you got Chet, like, you got the menace, you know, Joshy. And then now you got Jalen Williams. Number 54, we got Mr. Spinner Rooney, Pascal Siakam. At 53, we got Jaren Jackson Jr. Bro, Jaren Jackson Jr., he should be so much higher, but he's not. You know why? Because he's shooting 45% from the field as a big man, as a power forward or center. Jaren Jackson Jr. is shooting 45%, and a lot of that is because he opts to take threes instead of using his height and his size, and you're able to dunk on people. I saw what you did to Anthony Davis. Now, number 52, Clint Capella. Once again, very underrated. Clint Capella, very underrated. Bro has a 20.6 PER. That's only a few points under Chet Holmgren. That's greater PER than Steph Curry. That's a greater PER than Karl Anthony Towns. Number 51, this is going to surprise some people as well, but Isaiah Hartenstein. Statistically, it's been Isaiah Hartenstein, right? On number 50, we got Zion Williamson. He's having a good season. Obviously, is not the most consistent, I think, but his availability has been consistent. You know, his shooting around the rim consistent. It's just his effort. That's not always consistent. On number 49, Walker Kessler. Once again, underrated big, 2.5 blocks a game. On number 48, we got Ivica. I said that so wrong, bro. I'm sorry. It's Zubac, okay? Zubac. Yes, the Clippers, Zubac. He's shooting 66% from the field, right? And is a guaranteed double-double, especially with Harden, and is also averaging 1.4 blocks a game. Now, number 47, Bam Adebayo. Bro is having a poor shooting season, and he's also missed a lot of games, right? But he's very efficient. The most diverse defender in the league right now. You know, he can guard 1 through 5, literally. You know, his player efficiency is still higher than Harden's, right? It's just that he's not shooting the best, and he's sitting out of games, you know, with Jimmy. Now, number 46, we got Daniel Gafford, been available, 2.1 blocks a game. Now, number 45, we got Mike Conley. Mike Conley, once again, so underappreciated, so underrepresented, so, like, just everything, bro, overlooked. He's shooting 46% from 3. Now, number 44, this is who I was talking about earlier when we were talking about Franz and Paolo. We got Goga Bitadze. Yes, this is surprising, I know, but bro is averaging 7.2, 6.4, and 1.7 blocks per game on super low usage. Like, he very, very, very low usage rate. So he's very efficient with his time, with his effort, with his energy. He has the same true shooting percentage as Nikola Jokic. Now, 43, we got Jamal Murray. You know, this is expected. Jamal, he was fighting through an injury. You know, during the regular season, he's not the Jamal Murray that we know in the playoffs. 42, we got Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. And the only reason why Anthony didn't go into the top 30, didn't go into the top 40, is because of his low shooting. You know, his shooting percentages have been low this year, but he's still playing phenomenal. Number 41, Miles Turner. This is not a surprise unless you don't keep up with Pacers basketball. Bro is averaging 2 blocks a game, and he's really meshing with Holly, as we see. Now, Steph Curry at number 40, I know, it's surprisingly low, but the problem this year is that he's struggling to carry the Warriors this season. And he's shooting so bad for his expectations. Like, you know, you expect Curry to shoot over 50%, right? This year, he's shooting 44% from the field. Curry's not leaning into his young talent. They got rid of Poole, and I think they're seeing how underrated it is to have Poole in, because Poole was giving really great minutes. People forget Poole was the second leading scorer on that team. It's a little bit harder right now, but I think Curry will bounce back from this little slump. I really do. I really hope so, as long as Draymond stops punching the youth. On number 39, we got Desmond Bane, the menace himself. You know, Desmond Bane, once again, has been having a pretty good year. Bro's wingspan is just ridiculously short, though. Now, number 38, we got Devin Booker. Now, Devin Booker, in my opinion, would be higher. Just the fact that Devin Booker has been a little bit inactive. You know, he's missed a few games, which hurts his ranking a little bit. But he's been efficient. When the playoffs hit, oh my gosh, when the playoffs hit, Devin Booker's a different animal. Like, bro turns, like, a different gear. I don't know if y'all remember that stretch last year, but bro averaged like 40 over 12 playoff games on 80% shooting. So number 37, we got Karl Anthony Towns. He is shooting 41.7% from 3 this year. 41.7, and he's averaging 22 points a game as well. Number 36, we got Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez, great. great role player, great. 2.9 blocks a game. I believe that's second in the league behind Wemby. I remember on the Nets, he was averaging 20 a game. That was some times. 35, we got Trey, Ice Trey Young. Now, the problem with Trey, though, is that he's averaging 4.3 turnovers a game. Like, if he cut those turnovers down to 2, he'd be a lot higher. I bet you he would. Trey, the majority of his shots are threes, right? And then he's also short, and that leads to inefficiency. Trey is shooting 42% from the field. Number 34, De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox has been having a great year. See, I think Holly's success has been surpassing De'Aaron Fox's consistency. Like, on number 33, we got CJ McCollum, who is shooting 44.4% from 3. Yes, 44.4% from 3. CJ, this is expected. You know, averaging 19.4. Once again, all those Pelicans players, they all have a role, but they're going to be high. They all play off of each other, right? Which is a lot better than one player being top 10, right? And the rest being like sub 80. DeMar DeRozan at number 32, who was shooting 36% from 3. That is big. If you are a DeMar DeRozan fan, you know that is big, because, you know, like, he is doing his thing. It's just obviously the Bulls are struggling a little bit. Now, number 31, we got Dame Dollar, who just hit a crazy game winner. His numbers, of course, have dropped a bit with Giannis, which is why he's a little bit statistically lower here. You know, like, that's expected, but I think it's all for a good cause. He's shooting 43% this year from the field. Once again, I think that's still growing pains with Giannis. He's shooting 35% from 3. I think that he, by playoff times, will be a lot better. Now, next, at number 30, we got Jarrett Allen, the bad fit man himself. He is shooting 66% from the field, and he's averaging 15, 10, and 3 a night, with a block and a steal a game. And on number 29, we got my boy Victor Wembanyama. So bro is leading in block percentage. In block percentage of the top 30. Yes, as a rookie, and is averaging 19.4 points a game, 10.2 rebounds a game, and 3 assists per game as a rookie, with 1.1 steals per game and 3.1 blocks per game. It's just that he's shooting poorly. For one, he's shooting 45% from the field, right? And then he's also shooting 29% from 3. I'm not glazing, by the way. Number 28, Paul George. Yes, Mr. Smooth Man himself. TikTok loves this guy, bro. 42% from the 3. Yes, averaging 24, 5.5, and 3.7, right? With 1.6 steals a game. Now, number 27, Kyrie Irving, who's averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's also shooting 42% from 3, and he has a higher player efficiency rating than LeBron James. Kyrie, if this was mainly his team, he could easily average 30. On number 26, this might surprise a lot of y'all too. We got Nick Claxton. He's averaging 9.9 rebounds a game, right? Big. 2.3 blocks a game. That is big. And he has the same true shooting percentages as Jokic. Now, number 25, we got Jonas Valanciunas. He was shooting 38% from 3 and has 9.7 rebounds per game with 1.2 blocks per game on very, very low usage. Once again, Jonas Valanciunas. Like I said, the Pelicans all mesh together. Jonas, I believe, is the highest rated Pelican. Number 24, we got Fred VanVleet. Bro is a historically terrible shooter. Right? That is because the majority of his shots are threes. He's shooting 39% from 3, which is good. He's also averaging 8 assists a game, right? Which helps. Now, number 23, we got Jalen Big Forehead Brunson in the building. 42.4% from 3, averaging 26 a game. Not much more that can be said. Bro, a standout. All the Villanova players, they just go crazy. Now, number 22, Derek White. Yes, Derek White is a top 30 player. He's shooting 41% from 3 on 6.3 attempts. So it's not like he's shooting 1. He's shooting 6 threes a game, shooting 41%. 90% from the free throw. He could have a 50-40-90 if he makes a little bit more of his twos. He's averaging 1.1 steals a game and 1.2 blocks per game as a guard. He's averaging 16 a game as well. Like, it's just not much that he doesn't do for them. 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Listen, my theory is that once you go bald, you get superpowers. Like, you see, when Jordan went bald, superpowers. LeBron refuses to go bald. You know, Kobe goes bald, superpowers. Hey, Shaq goes bald, superpowers. LeBron, it's your time, bro. Go bald. I'm telling you, if LeBron goes bald, he's averaging 50 a game. Like, there's no way. There's no. Kareem goes bald. You see, Derek White, he let it happen. And oh my gosh. Number 21, Rudy Gobert. I know a lot of y'all not gonna like this, but Rudy Gobert has been having an exceptional season. You saw he just sealed the game the other night with his 4 straight made free throws after the Clippers were clowning him. 13.1 points a game, 12.2 rebounds a game, and 2.1 blocks per game, as well as 1.6 steals per game as a center, which is pretty hard to do, and a higher rebound percentage than Sabonis. Yes, the lead. He has a higher rebound percentage than the league leader. At number 20, Kristaps Porzingis, who has a higher block percentage than free throw Embiid himself. Big thing about him is that he's missed a good amount of games, right? That's pretty good as a big, I believe, because like Jokic, for example, who's considered a great three-point shooter, shooting 35% as a big, right? Number 19, this Dallas Mavericks reporter is going to hate this one. James Harden, who is shooting 43% from 3. And he has impact outside of stats. If you see the way that they play in the pick and roll, the way he controls the pace, the way he controls the offense, you know, it's the same James Harden. You know, without James, this win streak probably isn't happening. And we're shout out to Russell Westbrook for, you know, taking the second seat. Number 18, we got Donovan Mitchell. Obviously, Darius Garland hasn't been the most available either. You know, it's been a big problem this year. But next up, we got Lauri Markkanen. Once again, this Jazz team, as I was saying earlier, this Jazz team has players. Lauri Markkanen is shooting 39.5% from 3 on 8.2 attempts. And he's averaging 23.7 points per game and 8.8 rebounds per game, right? He has the same PR as Kawhi and more offensive win shares than Kawhi. Like, Lauri Markkanen is a offensive masterpiece. Like, at number 16, this is the first evolution of Jokic. Alperen Sengun, who is averaging 21.7, 8.9, and 4.8 assists, right? The one aspect of his game that he is missing is that defensive aspect. Once he really figures out how to be impactful or more impactful defensively, he will be great. He has a 22.4 PER, bro. Like, that is great. That is better than Jason Tatum's, right? Better than Tyrese Maxey. We're going to be in some trouble with all these, you know, big passing centers from Europe. Now, number 15, we got Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, obviously he was in MVP discussions earlier on in the season. It's died down a bit because he's been, you know, a little inefficient, shooting 48% from the field, 27.4 a game, as I said, 8.3 rebounds a game, 4.4 assists, a steal a game. You know, he does what he needs to do. So, number 14, Scotty Barnes, making Toronto proud. Now, Scotty Barnes, the fact that he's so low on All-Star voting is just crime, bro. Now, yes, he's averaging 20 a game. Okay. Yes, he's averaging 8 rebounds. Yes, he's averaging 6 assists. That's not even, like, that doesn't even matter because everything else he's doing is just spectacular. He's spectacular all around. 1.3 steals a game, 1.5 blocks a game, 38% from 3. Scotty Barnes is just a great player. Number 13. This guy does not age. It's LeBron James. He's a freak. It's like, he just doesn't age. 13 as 39 years old in your 22nd season, I believe. He's shooting 39% from 3. 39% from 3. He has a higher PER than Chet, and he's still averaging his typical stats with the higher box plus minus than AD. Like, he's still pretty much like the best player on that team when it comes down to the end of the game. But like, LeBron is LeBron, and I'm not LeGlazing. Just know that my glorious, okay, I'm not gonna say that, I'm sorry. Number 12, we got Tyrese Maxey. He has more win shares than KD, Kawhi, and Chet, and he's been carrying that load, bro. Pause. He's been carrying it though. He's been really gripping that load. Embiid, once again, has been out of games. He's been missing games, but Tyrese has been facilitating. He's been scoring. He's been stealing. He's been passing. Now, number 11, Kevin Durant. Listen, bro is shooting 47% from 3. 47% from 3 on 4.5 attempts a game. That is like unheard of. That's ridiculous. 47. I know I'm not tripping. That is ridiculous. This is like, it's just a guaranteed make every 2 shots he takes. That's ridiculous. He's averaging 29 a game too. Like, the thing about KD I love is that he's efficient, but he won't take 30 shots a game. Okay, he will make what he has and make the most out of it. Now we get into the top 10. We get into the nitty gritty. Before we get into the top 10, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because yeah, we got there. And I respect y'all. If y'all still here too, I appreciate y'all. Now, number 10, we got Domantas Sabonis, the second evolution of Jokic. He's shooting 39.5% on 3. That's crazy, right? Leading the league in rebounds and is averaging 7.7 assists a game, right? And he has a low usage rating for a star player. Like, he also has more win shares than Luka Doncic. At number 9, we got Kawhi, who is shooting 43% from 3. So between Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi, they're all shooting like 43% from 3. He's averaging 24, 6, and 3.5 with 1.7 steal a game, 0.9 blocks a game. Kawhi, number 9. Number 8, might surprise a lot of y'all. Chet Holmgren. He has been super efficient this year with his time. He doesn't have a high usage rating. He's not always with the ball, but he's averaging 2.5 blocks a game. He's shooting 40%, okay, 39.5% from three. He's shooting 56% from the field. He has a higher true shooting percentage than Jokic and Shea, and a lower turnover percentage than Jokic. Chet, don't overlook him out of this top 20 list. I understand top 10 could be a little outrageous. Just don't overlook him. At number 7, we got my boy Tyrese Halliburton. Bro has had more 2020 games than Draymond has had fistfights. It's crazy, bro. His games with 0 turnovers is crazy. He's averaging 12.5 assists for every 2.5 turnovers. That's crazy. He has a 50.9 assist percentage. A 50.9 assist percentage, bro, at a regular usage rate, and he has a greater box plus minus than Giannis. On number 6, we got Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, there's not much to say here, bro. His rebound percentage is 1 fewer than Chet's, a center, right? His assist percentage is 2 less than Trey's, a point guard. And he has the 4th highest box plus minus while averaging 33, 8, and 9, and 1.4 steals a game, which is a whole steal above the league average. So, Luka is doing everything. On number 5, we got Anthony Davis. I know a lot of y'all did not expect that. AD, he's shooting 33% from 3 and is averaging 2.7 blocks a game and 0.1 win shares less than Embiid. Yes, only 0.1 win shares less than Embiid. So AD has been very pivotal for the Lakers. He's doing everything that he needs to win. So shout out AD, and he's been available. Let's talk about that. AD has been super available. Nobody thought he'd be playing this many games. AD has been very available. Number 4. It's Giannis, bro. Giannis Antetokounmpo at number 4. He has the 4th highest PER out of this top 10. And he is a typical, it's just typical Greek freak things. At this point, it just becomes common nature, right? His numbers haven't really dropped with Dame at all. He's still averaging 31.3. He's still Giannis. He's still shooting 61% from the field. He's still Giannis. He's still great. He's still averaging a block a game. Still averaging a steal a game. He's still doing everything that he needs to do. Giannis, just amazing play. Now, number 3. We got Joel Embiid, yes sir, the free throw menace. He has the 2nd highest box plus minus in the league, but the thing that's hurting him is he only has 27. Well, now it's 28 games played, I believe, and he has the highest usage rating of the top 100. So obviously, he's just been having an extraordinary season. Bro is leading the league in PER at 34, which is 2.5 points higher than the second person. That's a wide gap in terms of player efficiency rating, averaging 35 points a game. Ridiculous, right? He's averaging 2 blocks a game, ridiculous, as well as 6 assists, which is ridiculous. 6 assists, nobody thought that was going to happen, and 12 rebounds a game. He's played more games. He probably would be number 1 on this list, maybe number 2. Number 2, we got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. So Shea has a higher PER than Jokic this year, right? He has the most 30-point games this season. He is leading in steals. He has the 2nd highest steal percentage of the top 100. He has the highest true shooting percentage of the top 5, right? And he's leading the league in win shares. It's ridiculous what Shea is doing. I believe there was a stat where in post-up situations, he shot 80% from the field as a guard. He's averaging 31.5 points a game on lower usage than Joel. 1.9 turnovers a game. Only 1.9 turnovers a game. That's great. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Bro is swaggy. Bro is dripped out. He's main character. And then last, but certainly not least, statistically, we got Nikola Jokic. Obviously, if you look at the numbers, you would think that Jokic is having a down year because his numbers went down just slightly, very slightly, minimally. But that's just wrong, bro. Nikola Jokic, for one, is 2nd in win shares and box plus minus, right? And he has top 3 rebounding. He has a higher assist percentage than Luka and Trae Young, who are guards. And he has the lowest usage rate of the top 4. So theoretically, if Jokic had a higher usage rate, he'd be averaging better stats than last year. He has the same amount of defensive win shares as Shea, which is big because Shea, with those steals a game, that's very big. So Jokic has been having an exceptional year. No matter what the haters say, no matter what the naysayers say, Jokic is the best statistical player in the league. Now, for a top 100 made of just statistical analysis off of an equation that a college student like me made, I feel like that was pretty accurate. I feel like you covered everything. I wouldn't argue too much on the list. Now, I will say there are some notable names left off. We got Dennis Schroeder left off, Austin Reeves, Anthony Simons. Granted, you know, he was injured for a little bit. RJ Barrett, Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, who's been shooting terribly this year, Chris Middleton, Kay Cunningham, same, very inefficient. Zach LaVine missed a lot of games. DeAndre Ayton and Klay Thompson all left out of the top 100, right? Now, I also would suggest certain changes to the top 100. Like, I would try to sneak Cade, McKellen, Schroeder into the top 100. I'd move Chet out of the top 10 for sure. I would move Bam up. I'd move Maxey down a bit. I'd move Jaylen Brown up and J-Dub up, because J-Dub's been balling. Jaylen Brown is, you know, he's still Jaylen Brown, you feel me? And I'd move PG and Kyrie up a bit. But other than that, I think for a statistical based list, this was a very good list. You know, I like the list. I like the list. But let me know what y'all think down below. If y'all did think that the list was pretty accurate for something to be ran by me on, you know, Google Sheets or Excel. You know, just let me know. I think it is. Jokic is still #1 player in the league for me. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. Until then, I'm out. Peace.